Today's very latest news coming to you first from the fabulous Pattaya Media Group here in Pattaya. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you.
The death toll from the devastating Bangkok nightclub fire has risen once again. A further victim, a 23-year-old woman, has died in intensive care, bringing the total number of fatalities to 35. 21 people remain in hospital, with 12 still described as being in critical condition. There is at least some encouraging news. 48 patients who were previously receiving treatment have now recovered sufficiently to return home. Even so, doctors continue to warn that the death toll could still increase as several victims remain critically ill. The airport rail link has issued an advisory for anyone travelling to Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi airport. Due to continuing technical problems, the service is currently operating with just a single train set, reducing departures to one train per hour. Passengers planning to catch flights are strongly advised to allow considerably more time than usual for their journey. The company says it will continue providing updates through its Facebook page and official public relations channels until normal services are restored. As Thailand continues to come to terms with the latest nightclub tragedy in Bangkok, attention is once again turning to what happens after the headlines fade. A survivor of the Mountain Bee nightclub fire in Sata Hip has spoken publicly this week about her ongoing struggle, 4 years after that disaster shocked the nation. 33-year-old Siriporn suffered severe burns to her face, arms, hands, and much of her body. She still requires continuing medical treatment and further surgery. Despite repeated promises made at the time of the tragedy, her family says they have received just 150,000 baht in compensation. Medical costs have already exceeded 2 million baht, forcing the family to meet almost the entire bill themselves. Siriporn is no longer able to work, leaving her mother as the family's only source of income while treatment continues. The family also says that no organisation connected with the case has offered ongoing assistance or advice. They are now calling on the government to provide better long-term support for survivors, not just financial assistance, but employment guidance and rehabilitation to help those whose lives have been permanently changed by such disasters. Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul has ordered an extension to the appeal period for people rejected from Thailand's state welfare card program. Thousands of applicants failed to qualify during the latest round because official records suggested they owned property or vehicles exceeding the scheme's eligibility limits. Many rural residents argue the reality is very different. Owning a small piece of inherited land or an old house with very little market value may look good on paper, they say, but it certainly doesn't help pay for groceries. Others remain listed as vehicle owners, even though the cars were sold or scrapped years ago without the paperwork ever being updated. The government is now deploying mobile teams to rural communities, with village headmen helping residents complete the often complicated application forms. At the same time, officials insist safeguards will remain in place to prevent abuse of the welfare scheme by people who are not genuinely entitled to receive assistance. A campaign has been launched to secure UNESCO World Heritage status for 3 important historic sites in Thailand. The proposal includes Kanchanaburi's Death Railway, ancient Chiang San, and the historic city of Chiang Mai. Supporters say the Death Railway stands as a lasting reminder of the terrible suffering inflicted upon Allied prisoners of war by the then Imperial Japanese Army during the Second World War, along with countless Thais who often tried to come to the prisoners' aid with food and others of multiple Asian nationalities. Meanwhile, Chiang San, once the capital of the ancient Lana Kingdom, is recognized for its unique city layout and architecture reflecting centuries of cultural influence along the Mekong River. An initial submission is expected to be presented in the coming days. Closer to home, a 22-year-old British tourist has told police he was tied up, gagged and robbed of his cryptocurrency after boasting about his investment portfolio to two people he met in Pattaya. The man says he accompanied the pair to watch England's football match against Argentina before being threatened with a knife and forced to transfer his crypto assets into their accounts. Only once the transfers had been completed was he allowed to leave. According to British media reports, both suspects have now been arrested. While they deny the allegations, they admit they are the individuals named in the arrest warrants. Police have seized their mobile phones and are examining cryptocurrency transactions as part of the investigation. Perhaps a timely reminder that discussing the size of your investment portfolio with complete strangers is not always the wisest conversation starter. And finally, some good news for Pattaya. Security has been stepped up around the Nong Nooch International Convention Centre, which is hosting a major international conference on environmental auditing. The event was officially opened by the Prime Minister, who highlighted Thailand's commitment to sustainable development and environmental leadership. Delegates from numerous countries and international organizations are attending the conference, with Pattaya selected because of its excellent transport links and conference facilities. Another welcome opportunity for the city to showcase itself on the international stage. And the weather. Expect another mostly overcast day with temperatures reaching around 32 degrees, dropping to 27 overnight. Humidity remains very high, so while the sunshine may be limited, you'll certainly still know you're in Thailand.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.